Now, Eric Rudolph in the 22 had pretty much been trading wins in this class with a guy by the name of Ryan Smith, who only went out and won some World Outlaw races this year. Eric Rudolph, East Coast guy. A few years ago, Timex Morgan came here. He pointed at Eric Rudolph and he goes, "Watch that kid. Remember his name." The Winged Warriors ready to go for 30. Zumbrun off forward green. Lap 1, give it to Mark Zumbrun. Chase Ridnour on the inside. Here comes Camp Henry. Spin over at turn number 1. It's Amanda Quinones. Amanda Quinones in the 007 goes around over in turn number 1. Yellow flag out. It's Zumbrun the lead. Henry second. Ridnour third. Then Rudolph, Dorsett, Ben Quinones, Lasecki, Strasbaugh, green flag. Camp Henry all over the rear bumper of Mark Zumbrun for the race lead. Ridnour, Rudolph, Dorsett, and Quinones. Here comes Eric Rudolph. He climbs over Ridnour, yellow flag out. And Camp Henry may be a problem in the 17. Henry slowing to a stop in the backstretch. One of the tools they used to detect the engine broke inside the engine of John Ivy's car, putting him out of action today. Spin down at turn number 1 is Brad Lambertson. Brad Lambertson goes for a ride in turn number 1, spins to a stop. Howard McCormick gets turned around as he comes to yellow. Caution back out. He's a 3-time winner. The 19 car with Tim Neal behind the wheel, won here in 2012. No one else has won before. Zumbrun, Ridnour, Dorsett, and Quinones the top 4. Then Lasecki. What a story that would be. Rudolph down the backstretch, shoots around Jenny Quinones and goes to work on Tyler Fitzpatrick. Nose and tail up front. Watch the charge of Eric Rudolph. Then Quinones trying to make a move. Rudolph picks off Fitzpatrick for the lead. Chase Ridnour. Then Quinones around Dorsett picks up third. It's Ridnour the lead. Zumbrun second. Quinones third. Then Dorsett, Lasecki, and Strasbaugh. Rudolph going to take to the outside. Rudolph around Farnham. Coming up on Dunham. Eric Rudolph showing how it's done. High wide around the Rumble racetrack. Ben Quinones to the inside. Picks up second place. Ridnour the lead over Ben Quinones. Rudolph continues to slide up through the field. Now 8th place. Chase Ridnour, the leader, over Ben Quinones. Scramble down the front stretch. Lambertson out of shape. Rudolph continuing to move. Now 7th place for Rudolph. Chase Ridnour with the race lead over Ben Quinones. Rudolph down the front stretch. Now 6th place. Quinones takes a look for the lead to turn 1. It's Ben Quinones. Ridnour back to the inside. Ridnour slides back around. Once again, they change the lead up front. And Eric Rudolph comes to 4th place. Halfway, Ridnour, Quinones, Zumbrun, and Rudolph. Quinones a run to the inside. Does it again. Ridnour tries to cross over. Quinones shuts the door. Trouble! Quinones make that Rudolph in turn 1 yellow out.
Eric Rudolph gets up over a wheel, does a 360 pirouette in midair, lands on all fours, and goes back down under his own power.
And now let's see what happens. They've cooled the tires off a bit. 17 laps to go. Rudolph could get pretty far up through this field again if he chooses to try. Green flag out. Ben Quinones gets away from the field. Eric Rudolph looking like he's just going to turn it into a test for tomorrow. Ridnour under challenge from A.J. Lasecki for second place. Brad Lambertson busting up through the field in the Cat 19. Ben Quinones down the backstretch with the race lead over Ridnour. Then Lasecki, Dorsett, Crossball runs in fifth place. Ben Quinones with a big lead. Ridnour, Lasecki, second and third. Matt Barnum alongside Tyler Fitzpatrick back in the field. Laps winding down, and Quinones only can beat himself at this point. He's got a straightaway lead. Eric Rudolph up on the back of the field, not taking any chances with the car at this point. Ridnour still second, Lasecki third. Rudolph goes by Ginny Quinones. 5 to go, and Ben Quinones closing up now to put a lap on his sister Ginny. Rudolph decides what the heck, let's pass a few guys. Ben Quinones up on the back of traffic. He's got a full straightaway lead. He can ride right there to the checker. Up behind big sister Ginny, says, give me a favor, out of the way. 1 to go for Ben Quinones. The long-suffering Quinones family brings home a win in the Rumble. It's Ben Quinones. Ben Quinones wins the Rumble in Fort Wayne. Chase Ridnour second, A.J. Lasecki third, Drew Dorsett fourth, and fifth to Rusty Strasbaugh. And a little brother-sister moment over in turn number 2. And it's been a long time coming for that racing family. Victor Quinones, when we started this with the Wing 600s, it was mostly a local thing. Victor and his kids were the first of the East Coasters to travel here for this show. They've done it every year. And Ben up out of the car, you see big sister Ginny